Hi, my name's Emily Boss. I'm a family practice physician here in Juneau at ELMC. I've been here 8 years. I grew up in Alaska, grew up primarily in Anchorage. That's where I went to elementary and high school. And my granddad was a family practice doctor in Long Island. My dad was a general surgeon in the public health service. My mom was a pediatric nurse practitioner for her entire career. And so that I was just like, this is who I want to be, this is where I'm going. I think family medicine, honestly, it was just the idea of like caring for the whole family from birth to 90 years old and like really getting to know patients through their extended relationships and just being able to follow somebody, like in pediatrics, you kind of graduate out of a child's care and just being able to follow somebody from their birth through the time that they're getting married and having their own children and becoming grandparents. And I think that was just something that I was really drawn to. I really love that about Search. I love my patients. I love all the people that I work around. They're some of my closest friends. Juggling it, I think you just need a supportive partner, and my kids are obviously really supportive. So my husband's name is Joel. He's been a great support for me. We met when I was doing my prerequisites for medical school living up in Anchorage. He kind of keeps me sane and fed. We joke because my dream has been to be a doctor and his dream has been to be a farmer. The first time we met, actually, we said we were gonna get married. And he was like, we'll live in a log cabin, you'll be a doctor and I'll have a farm. In the last 2 years, we kind of started realizing that dream. This house we moved out to in North Douglas is a log house, and he's finally starting to build his farm where he's like building rows out there. My son, his name is Summit. He is 12. He loves Alaska, loves outdoors. You ask him like where he wants to live. He knows he wants to live in Alaska. He wants to move to Haines because they have big mountains there for skiing. He was just like born to be outdoors and exploring and hunting and fishing. He either wants to be a fishing game, kind of fisheries person, work outside with fish, or he wants to build skis. So he's got some big dreams. He's a really cool kid. And then Maybell, I think she loves it too. She's really into dance, and I think that's the nice thing too about Juneau. It's the kind of small but perfect big city. But I think like for kids, they just have like all of these opportunities, even though it's like a pretty small town, it still has like great opportunities for kids. After finishing up medical school in Kansas City, I always knew that we were coming back to Alaska kind of as soon as possible. I think my favorite clinic days are the ones where you see a couple of kids, you see a couple of prenatals, you see your 87-year-old, that comes in every month to talk with you, and it's just like that day where you've seen like the whole spectrum of what there is to see. I think those are my favorite dates for sure. I work pretty hard to like have a good work-life balance. I think it's important to take that time off and spend time with your kids, and I think really Juneau at the heart of it is what's really kept us here. Like, we're so happy here raising our family, and just like all the new experiences with, obviously the outdoors and what that has to offer, and getting into the mountains and backcountry skiing and fishing and crabbing and just kind of the endless opportunities.